So now you can see he's hitting us. He's force choking us now. Dang it, you little sucker. Quit it.
Hey guys, when you subscribe to this channel, become a member of the Z Squad and click the bell, select send me all notifications for this channel, then click save so you could be the first to see the videos when they're released.
Welcome back to this Star Wars Galaxies Let's Play. You're with Zul'jin. We are back on SWGEmu, you guys, on the Basilisk server. I am on my bounty hunter character today, and I want to say thank y'all for joining me. It's always a pleasure to be able to do SWG videos for you guys. I'm really enjoying the game. I've been playing a lot. I've got my bounty hunter quite trained as of now, which we'll go over in a moment. But first, I wanted to show you this cool place. I'm in what's quickly becoming my favorite spot to do bounty hunting out of on Naboo, and this is called the Bounty Hunter Outpost. In here, the decor, you can see they got Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker on the wanted posters with a nice bounty hunter-ish decor. I think this is how I want to deck out my house. I'd like a couple houses, one for like the creature handler haven that Zul'jin is quickly becoming a Talis Kasi master to do more stuff with that, and one for the bounty hunter stuff, which I think I have some great ideas for decor here. But this is the bounty hunter outpost. It's a pretty small city. It's located near Kadora, right on the map actually. It's southwest of Kadora, and it's got quite a little spread here. There's not a whole lot of activity in the town, but there's a lot of bounty hunters out here, and my friends Cobb and Thu live out here, so I might be moving my house actually. I think it would be pretty good, but they're probably going to join us in some adventures here real soon, as well as Lockmaster and some of the other community that I've been meeting. But you've got all the trainers out here. It's a pretty good deal, and this is the spot right here. This is the spot that has, it's an improved job market, so the bounty hunter terminal that you see here can provide some very high-end missions, which we've been looking at. So 352 is a little high. It's actually kind of weird. Sometimes the numbers for bounty hunter go a little wonky. I found that these missions here are actually harder, not as hard, well, probably as hard as the 250s, and they pay so much more. And at one time I could not do the 250s, but I could do the ones right under it. So I don't know, sometimes it's crazy. I've tried the 328s and the 352s here, and the 352s are out of whack, but the 328s I can handle. And this sucker pays 70,000. This is not the highest payout, but in the interest of having a having a quick travel here, we're gonna go ahead and do it. I just used my travel macro so that we can head on over to Kadara, and we're gonna visit our Spynet op, which is really easy to get to. When you come out the shuttle port, you just head out this way, and it's a pretty streamlined setup for bounty hunting, you guys. I've been doing this for quite a little while, and there's a few Spynet ops out here, so it's not really hard to find, but there's a few Spynet ops out here, and the one for Investigation 3, well, there's a couple for Investigation 3, but the one I use is right here. So you can talk to the Spynet op. He goes ahead and he gives you the data signature that you need, and you just need to pop outside of town to use an Arachid probe droid. Probe droid is going to find him off planet, or find which planet he's on, and from there you're going to have to go to that planet. And I'm hoping that it doesn't give me a planet that's too far away, but let's go ahead and use our Arachid probe droid. It's going to land in 20 seconds. Now, it does take a little while to get here, and I don't go too far into town because I've had the droid actually land in places that I couldn't access before, and it's actually really frustrating. But I have some skill sets to show you guys what I've been working on, and a little bit of the upgrades that I've been going for, and the weapons. But the bounty hunts that I've been doing at this 352, at this 328 level, I'm sorry, are really exciting. It's almost like a boss fight every time I do it. Okay, so probe droid, and they have the ability to give you some pretty high-end loot. Not the highest, well, the highest I've ever seen, I think, is a plus 15 skill tape. But all in all, it's still really good. So here's the starport that we just went from right there. We handled all of that stuff in a neat little location, and the great thing about having the Bounty Hunter outpost so close to Kadara is if you're 5 minutes out for the shuttle, you can take a ride here in less time than that, and still handle your business. So hopefully it finds it. I'm currently in the market for some skill tapes to get a to get some droid accuracy and stuff, since I'm not learning the tree. So we'll go to the terminal here and just wait for the planet research to come through, and I'll show you guys what my build is, and hopefully the droid doesn't blow up or get eaten by a Minoc or a space slug or something. So anyway, I'm almost through with the Master Pistolier tree. I need 3 more boxes, and currently I'm working on marksmanship right here. Grips, with the air cakes or the piccata pies that I've been using for food, it gives me so much dodge. The current marks aren't giving me any problem here. So pistol grips would be better, but I think I'm just going to clean out marksmanship just for the little bit more pistol accuracy here, because I still do miss every once in a while, even with foods, and I'm really hoping that that does improve it. Bounty Hunter, we've seen last time, my investigation, I'm ready to train for, but I can't train for because there's no room for it in the build, and I've got my Desperado tree down as well. Target was located on Talus, which is could be good, could be bad. Some locations on Talus are quite remote, but at least it's not like Dantooine or Dothamir. I mean, Yavin IV or Dothamir. So anyway, I've got Dirty Fighting all the way down, which is low blow, and I haven't gotten Last Ditch yet, but it's going pretty good. Let's get a ticket for Talus, and we'll continue the stuff about the gear on the way to the mark. So let's go show galactic map. We'll have to go to Corellia first, unfortunately. We're going to buy a round-trip ticket, because we're always going to come back through here, and we'll just go from there. And actually, we can probably pour the coals to it here. Let's improve our little speed here with our burst run. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of SWG, guys, mostly AFK. So if you guys have sent me any tales or emails and I haven't responded to you, or tales and I haven't responded to you, don't fret. Just send me an email in game, and I'll definitely respond to you sooner or later. All right, so we've got Talus is next, but oh, there was a little rubber banding. But yeah, I'm in the process of, I'm about to purchase some wrist armor, so I'm gonna do a little episode with that. I'm trying to get some advice first, and I've got a bunch of skill tapes that I need to apply to armor, so I'm kind of waiting for that. But I don't know if I'm gonna do wrist armor for my bounty hunter or if I'm gonna put it on my creature handler, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go to Talus now, and let's go ahead and start at Derek. I figured Derek is an okay spot here. We should have gotten a round trip, but I don't know if I'm gonna come into this one or that one. Sometimes I don't know. So anyway, I'm out of speed boost, unfortunately. Oh man. So yeah, the build is coming along quite well. As far as Zul'jin is concerned, I'm really trying to get Teras Kasi up before I start doing a little bit more stuff with him, and I'd like to get some group activities going for you guys. I've been hanging out with a few people and doing like some little expeditions with the points of interest on the maps and stuff, and it's some pretty cool adventures. I think you guys would like to see some of that. So anyway, for the weapons and armor, my suit is still the same. I haven't really upgraded my suit at all, but I did purchase this this recent oh, where is it? This bandolier. It's a 4-slot bandolier. I didn't even know this was a thing that could have slots, but I haven't equipped anything to it yet, but it's coming. Other than that, I recently had to upgrade my arsenal a little bit because some of the things that I'm fighting, the resistances are so high in certain areas that the scatter pistol is just not versatile enough. And almost all the weapons except for my recent Geoblaster aren't as good, but they do give me, man, I have so many Ghidorahs. They do give me some versatility when I get to a target that has 90 or 100% resistance to something. Some of the marks actually heal faster than I can do anything with. Okay, so now that we're on the planet, I was unfortunately, this usually happens here. The remote location that it's in, it could be further, but the gank assassin leader is like a gank squad. The closest is Hillfort, and unfortunately, there are no. It doesn't look like there is any shuttles over there, so Imperial Outpost is going to be the closest we can get to that, unfortunately. So that is going to take quite a little bit of time to get to, so I can tell you what I'm going to do here is I am going to show you the rest of my build while I'm on my way, and then we're going to cut, and when I get there, we'll do some damage. Anyway, well, hopefully we'll do some damage. It's quite possible that we won't be able to kill the mark because of their resistances, but I don't think it's going to be too bad here. Let's go to this ticket terminal, and we'll head to the Imperial Outpost, which is going to be the furthest furthest that we can go out. Normally, the targets are in the northwest. I'm surprised that nobody has built a town with a shuttle port further out there, but I guess it does happen every once in a while. Like I said, it could be worse. It could be like Yavin or Dathomir. Those places, you can't build on them at all, or you can't put houses on them or shuttle ports on them at all or whatever. So it ends up, sometimes it ends up being really, really far out. Shuttle is about to begin boarding. So anyway, here's my weapon lineup. So I've been using my scatter pistol, which I'm almost ready for an improvement. As you can see, I've got a lot of money saved up here, but I'm about to spend 600k on the wrist armor. I just picked up a featherweight SWGEmu for heat. I've also got a Republic blaster that's doing 84 to 257. All these are mid-grade weapons, guys. Not too crazy, but I've got some power-ups to help me out when I do get to those spots. And naturally, I've got the striker pistol that I just purchased because kinetic was my only weak spot except for blast damage, which I can't do right now due to my not having commando, which I won't be picking up. I just don't have room for it. And my sonic blaster. Let me go ahead and shuttle in here. Talus Imperial Outpost. So yeah, 148 to 271 stun is not too bad. I paid 125k for that weapon. There are some bigger ones out there, but the price range is just so outrageous that I'm not quite ready to go through with that. Anyway, let me see if I can get out of here. It's always such an ordeal, and I do want to pick up, let's see, another thing that I've been doing since we're going northwest. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick up a mission, an NPC mission northwest, so that we have something else to do on our way to travel, and it usually helps me out a little bit, at least with travel expenses. Let's equip a pistol here, and then we can try to find out. Here's a 10,000 mission. Here we go. That's perfect. An NPC mission. It's gonna pay right at 9,333 credits. And we should be good to go, and it's on our way to the mission. So I'm gonna drive a little bit, you guys, get out of this crazy darn maze of a town, and and we'll be back when I'm closer to the mark. So as a precursor to the mission that we're about to get to, the Gank Assassin Leader, Encourage Smugglers to Leave is that mission that I picked up at the mission terminal, the regular mission terminal, and these guys, probably not too hard. I think I've fought some before. Their only resistance is cold, so I should just be able to use my my blaster here, my scatter pistol. And one of the reasons that I use the scatter pistol over the sonic blaster is that the sonic blaster doesn't have any armor piercing. So the scatter pistol still is my strongest weapon. It's also my fastest. So you can see they con-white to me. It's not that bad of a deal. What I'm trying to do is just get to where my cone from fan shot will hit almost everything, and here we go. All right, you're about to see it can hit almost everything. You can see here I'm taking a little bit of damage from some of that stuff, but it's not that bad at all. And I don't even have any of the buffs from my food, so it can get much easier than this when I use like piccata pie or even my air cakes on stuff that isn't quite as hard. It's unbelievably easy. And that's just about the mission already. You can see that the power generator that I've been firing at in my cone is pretty much going already. And then my armor is not even close to where it's supposed to be. Alright, there's my 10k for my my troubles. And we're on our way again already. 15 seconds until we generate it, and we're still about 2,700 out from the mark. So when we get around 1,000 away, I'll pop back in and we're gonna launch a droid and we'll see what happens. Alright, you guys, we are about 1,000 out, and this looks like a good a spot as any to get off my bike and pop a secret droid. Now, just for the sake of video, I don't always do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and let 2 go because my droid, I don't have any buffs to my skill droid, my droid skills with skill tapes or anything, so having only investigation 3 does leave some room to be desired for improvement. Unfortunately, a lot of the times my secret droids and my racket probe droids get destroyed. And it does end up costing me extra money, but with the way that I want to do my build with the smuggler tree built in, I really think that's really all I can do, you know. Maybe I'll build another character one day, another bounty hunter with maybe a master bounty hunter, maybe something like that. I don't know, but right now I really like the Desperado build and the way it's going with just the pistols, and I've got pistol skills and everything with my smuggler, with my bounty hunter, and of course pistolier. So he's going to be maxed out. The only pistol in the game that I'm not going to have access to, unfortunately, is going to be the blaster pistol, the launcher pistol, and that's only available through Novus Commando. Unfortunately, with smuggler, I do not have room for it. Nor do I have room without Master Medic. It looks like there's a an event going on in town or somewhere. Vlada sits all cozy, wanting someone to come claim their prizes. Find him out in the galaxy. Oh, an 80k is first prize. Not that bad. Looks like our Mork updated. The Gank Assassin squad leader is over at is 700 away. But yeah, they do in-game events like this all the time. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, they have like PvP events, they have capture the flag events, they give away prizes. There's a bunch of different things that they do. So yeah, really cool. I went to well, I tried to make it to a fireworks display that somebody had put together the other day, but unfortunately I was a little late. I was doing a recording collab for Conan and I ended up missing it, but it was very close. All right, so I think no, that's not it. I was about to say he's blue. There's no way. There's some giant Gerbers out here. There is our waypoint up there, and if our droids were accurate enough, we'll soon see who our Mork is. Oh, every once in a while these guys are really hard. I'm hoping that it's doable. Okay, Yano, that looks like it. Oh yeah, that's it. So if you're not familiar with the Singing Mountain clan, they are the same, I guess you could say the same, the opposing faction is Night Sisters. They're pretty much just like Night Sisters. Energy resist is 35, blast resist is 35. This is one of the reasons why I wish I had my launcher pistol. Every other resistance on them besides lightsaber is 100, guys. They are immune to damage except for energy. Before I did what I said and kind of changed up my arsenal and got a few more pistols, I only had kinetic and blast at one point. So kinetic, I had to get a striker pistol in order to damage it. But anyway, this is usually variable, but armor rating is medium. And they have a lot of ham too. Like it's ridiculous. The good thing about it is they're melee. If they were ranged, it would be a little bit different. But these things can force choke you, do force lightning. There's all kind of stuff that they can do. So anyway, we're gonna get off our pistol and we're gonna take our buffs here. So I've been using a combination of a few things here. The first thing that we're going to do is get Citrus Snow. That way that we can increase our accuracy by 41%. Up to 22 minutes. We're going to use a weapon power-up on our... What are we going to use here? Because, was it... Hold on. What exactly was the resistance? We need energy, so we're going to be using our Republic Blaster here. The Republic Blaster is... No, that's our Featherweight. There it is, our Republic Blaster right here. It's kind of hard for me to determine it. So this is 84 to 257, 2.4 armor piercing light. This is probably the second best choice out of all the weapons when a Mork like this is concerned. So I'm going to drop a power up on it. And the weapon power ups, if you're not familiar with it, this is a muzzle. Basically, it has 100 uses. That's 100 shots, and it increases maximum damage by 3256 and range by 1603. So that is a pretty good deal in my book. All right, let's go ahead and equip it here. So it indicates that it's been buffed. Now, let's take our next thing here. So we do have Piccata Pie. We're going to go ahead and use that. Piccata Pie increases our dodge by 54% for 22 minutes. If you take a look at our dodge, it's already pretty ridiculous. But it could be better. So dodge is already 60. So after I eat Piccata Pie, it's going to be about 90. Okay, So now let's check our character sheet. What else can we eat or drink here? Oh, that's our data pad. That's not what we want. Okay. Food. So we can drink still. We still have some food that we can eat. I don't think we can do anything to get more. We can, I don't know if air cakes override that or not. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna drink a few things. I've been using this, what's it called? Gormoral? And that gives us a little bit more of our Hamborn. We can probably drink one more thing. I think Vasarian brandy is just gonna finish it off right here. Oh no, a Cargram. Yeah, no. Let's do Vasarian brandy. Where's our brandy anyway? I seem to have that. There it is. Alright, and we're probably full, so we can't take any more. So we're buffed up to the gills, you guys. It's time to let him have it. I'm going to use a combination of torso shots, blinds, and bleeds in order to debuff him as we run. And you're going to see what's going to happen in just a few short seconds here. Let me just light him up. Alright, we've got the debuff on him. You can see in his bar. Now we've got the blind on him. Now we've got the bleed on him. So now we can start just pummeling him with double taps. I'm not going to run this too deep in my command queue, so you will hear some beeps. But the reason that I don't want to do that is sometimes the debuffs run out and I don't need it too deep, so that I can debuff them again. Now you can see there's some red coming up here. Now when you run into an issue like this and it starts gaining on you, he's going to start hitting me here. But you can see he's going to miss, and I'm going to let him do this for a little while. Another thing you can do is you can drop him with a, and I know you can't see it, but I just laid him out with freaking low blow. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. All right, he's lost a few of the debuffs here, so let's go ahead and re-dot him with fire, our torso shot, and we're going to re-blind him. Come on, blind, baby, blind. And another reason that I turned around here, we're going to have to hit him with a couple more. Okay, we did blind him. Now we need to bleed him again. There we go. All right. So you can see that what happens, and we low blowed him again. What happens is if you get too far away from his spawn point, it'll actually end the encounter and he'll run back. And you can't chase him after that, unfortunately. Like, you can't. So now that I know that I got him, I'm going to let him fight with us a little bit just to show you basically some of the stuff that he does. Let's see if we can lay him out with one of these. No, not quite. So now you can see he's hitting us. He's force choking us now. Dang it, you little sucker. Quit it. I'm choking. So you can see I can run from him the whole time. This is strictly for your enjoyment so that you can see a few of the special effects, you guys. That's it. Lay down, big boy. You're done. You're done. 70,000 credits, 1,400 points of bounty experience, as well as how much? 7,500 pistol experience. So we just got 70,000 credits from that. We looted an armor attachment, 692 credits. Sometimes we've been getting crazy things like palm fronds, but sometimes we get stuff like this, which is a creature taming bonus of 11. That's beautiful, guys. I do not have to pay for this. It's so good. Not only do I not have to get paid, but I can really, really, really get paid for it. Okay, so now the event says still up for grabs. Okay, it's just an event update. Well, anyway, man, that was pretty darn cool. And these marks, they get progressively crazier. There's a few more difficulty levels bigger than that. The 367s, I think, are the biggest, but damn, that's just so that's so incredible, man. It's always a rush fighting those things. So I'm gonna have to go back to the Imperial outpost in order to get back home and do another run. They're not usually always this long. A lot of the times they get to I've had a few marks on Naboo. Most of the time they're on Dantooine, and the other day I had like 3 or 4 that are on Luck, which are pretty good because on the galactic map you can see that it's no second hops. Like, you don't have to go through Corellia to get to anything. You can just go right to it. And a lot of the planets have many, many more places that you can use shuttle ports at to get you through quicker. So typically I have about 2 hours on my music buffs, or my mind buffs from the entertainers, and I can usually do 4 to 5 missions in those 2 hours. And that's not concentrating really hard. That is just messing around and just like doing stuff with my alt and messing around on the web, optimizing videos, doing other recordings in between marks. It's been a lot of fun. But at any rate, you guys, I really hoped that y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, give me some dap on that like button to show your support, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks for so much for watching, guys. As always, this is Zul'jin signing off, and we'll see you next time.